Greetings from the Sarge. In today's video, we will discuss the most ubiquitous attack aircraft in the world, the Russian Sukhoi Su-25 Grach, or Frogfoot. Entering service with the Soviet Air Force in 1981, the Su-25 was designed to provide close air support for Soviet ground forces. By the way, for those who don't know what close air support means, it's when an aircraft employs airstrikes at low altitudes to target hostile targets, which are close to friendly forces. These airstrikes can be executed by employing bombs, missiles, and machine gun fire to eliminate enemy targets. It's difficult to articulate it in simple words, but I'm confident that you understand what close air support means. Anyways, let's learn about the Su-25's development history. In early 1968, the Soviet Ministry of Defense decided to develop a specialized armored assault aircraft to provide close air support for the Soviet ground forces. The Soviet fighter bombers in service at the time, such as the Su-17, MiG-21, and MiG-23, did not meet the requirements for close air support of the Soviet military. These aircraft lacked essential armor plating to protect the pilot and vital equipment from ground fire and missiles. Plus, their high flight speeds made it difficult for the pilot to maintain visual contact with the target. In other words, the Soviets did not have suitable ground support aircraft at the time. Taking these problems into account, the Soviet Air Force called for designs for a practical, close support aircraft that can be used on the battlefield. A competition was held between Sukhoi, Yakovlev, Ilyushin, and the Mikoyan design bureaus to construct a new, close support aircraft for the Soviet Air Force. By 1975, the first prototype of the Su-25, known as the T-8, had its first flight and was flown by Vladimir Ilyushin, the son of Sergei Ilyushin, the founder of the Ilyushin Aviation Complex. The Su-25 surpassed its main competitor in the Soviet Air Force competition, the Ilyushin IL-102, and its production was announced by the Soviet Ministry of Defense in 1978. Since the Su-25 entered service in 1981, over 1,000 Frogfoots have been produced, and it is currently operated by more than a dozen countries, which include Ukraine, North Korea, Armenia, Sudan, Azerbaijan, Belarus, and Chad, just to name a few. Since its introduction by the Soviet Air Force, the Frogfoot has seen action in many conflicts, including the Iran-Iraq War, the Soviet-Afghan War, the war in Sudan's Darfur region, the First and Second Chechen Wars, and even the ongoing Russo-Ukrainian War, among others. Lastly, let's go over the Frogfoot's design and specifications. The Su-25 has a conventional aerodynamic layout, with a shoulder-mounted trapezoidal wing and a traditional tailplane and rudder. The airframe is mostly made out of aluminum, yet the cockpit is made out of titanium, making the Su-25 a very durable aircraft. The Su-25 is powered by two R195 turbojet engines, which allow the aircraft to have a top speed of 600 miles per hour. Most fighter jets can fly twice as fast as the Frogfoot, but close support aircraft are meant to be slower than more conventional fighter jets to allow the pilot to maneuver at lower altitudes while simultaneously attacking ground targets. The Su-25 is armed with one 30mm GCH-32 autocannon and has 10 hardpoints, 5 on each wing, where bombs, rockets, and missiles can be stored underneath the aircraft's wings. During combat missions, the Su-25 can launch air-to-surface and air-to-air missiles at enemy targets. Plus, the Frogfoot can also deploy dumb and smart bombs, such as FAB-500 conventional bombs and FAB-500KR smart bombs. An even more remarkable fact about the Su-25 is that to increase its firepower, gun pods for two 23mm GCH-23 autocannons can be mounted on the Frogfoot's hardpoints to provide the aircraft with more firepower, hence transforming it into a flying AK-47 on steroids. Pretty wild, don't you think? Anyways, that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more content like this in the near future. Additionally, make sure to stay tuned for my most ambitious video yet, which will be uploaded to the channel later this month. Don't miss it. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day. The Sarge is out.